When you get to that house, take my children in and introduce yourself.
But are you not supposed to take us in yourself?
I need to attend to something very important. I will join you later.
But are you not supposed to take us in yourself?
I need to attend to something important.
The wedding photos were perfect. The mansion was perfect. The marriage looked perfect. But no one knew. The groom had been dead for 10 years. By the time Adaora discovered the truth, it was already too late. Because she had fallen deeply in love with him. And together, they had 2 beautiful children. Adaora Okeke was the kind of woman people talked about everywhere. At 28, she was one of Lagos' most admired entrepreneurs. She owned a successful fashion brand. Luxury cars filled her garage. Her face appeared on magazine covers. Millions followed her glamorous life online. To the world, she had everything. Yet every night, she returned to an empty penthouse. She would stand before the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Victoria Island, watching the city lights dance beneath her. Then she would whisper the same words. There has to be more than this. Her friends never understood her. You're too picky, her best friend, Chioma, often complained. You've rejected doctors, CEOs, politicians, footballers, even a prince. Adaora smiled softly. I don't want a perfect man. What do you want then? She looked toward the window. I want someone who feels different. Chioma laughed. Be careful what you wish for. Adaora laughed too. She had no idea those words would soon haunt her. A week later, one of Nigeria's biggest fashion houses hosted an exclusive rooftop gala. The richest families attended. Celebrities filled the room. Music floated through the cool evening air. Champagne glasses sparkled beneath the city lights. Adaora wore an elegant emerald green designer gown. As cameras flashed around her, something caught her attention. A man, standing completely alone. He wasn't talking. He wasn't drinking. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. Yet, people kept looking at him. Not because he demanded attention, but because his presence seemed impossible to ignore. He was tall, well-dressed. His black suit looked perfectly tailored. His face carried quiet confidence. But it was his eyes. Dark, calm, almost ancient. Adaora couldn't explain why she kept staring. It felt as though she had known him before, even though she was certain they had never met. Then, their eyes met. The music, the laughter, the crowd, everything disappeared. Only the 2 of them remained. He smiled. Not a wide smile. Just enough to make her heartbeat skip. For the first time in years, Adaora looked away first. Moments later, she felt someone beside her. I believe this belongs to you. She turned. The mysterious man held her phone. She hadn't even realized she had dropped it. Thank you. His smile returned. You seem distracted. She laughed nervously. I could say the same about you. He extended his hand. My name is Isiel. She shook it. The moment their hands touched, a strange chill rushed through her body. His hand was cold. Much colder than it should have been. You have cold hands, she said jokingly. He looked at his own hand for a second, then smiled. I've always been this way. Something about that answer unsettled her. Yet, she couldn't stop smiling. They spent the rest of the evening talking. Or rather, listening. Isiel wasn't a man of many words. He never bragged. Never mentioned his achievements. Never spoke about money. He asked questions instead. Questions no one had ever asked Adaora. What makes you happy when no one is watching? What scares you the most? If you lost everything tomorrow, who would you still be? For the first time, someone wanted to know her. Not her success. Not her beauty. Ah. When the party ended, neither wanted to leave. They walked to the edge of the rooftop. Lagos glittered beneath them like a river of stars. It's beautiful, Adaora whispered. Izia looked at her instead of the city. Not as beautiful as the woman standing beside me. She laughed softly. That sounded rehearsed. It wasn't. Their eyes met again. Time seemed to stop. Then, his expression changed. Serious. Almost sad. Adaora. She looked up. If you choose to walk into my life. He paused. You must never stop trusting me. She frowned. That's a strange thing to say. It is. Why? Another silence. Because there are things about me that you're not ready to understand. Most women would have walked away. Adaora didn't. Instead, she smiled. I've spent my whole life looking for someone different. She reached for his hand. I think I finally found him. For the first time that night. Izia looked afraid. Not nervous. Afraid. As though those words had awakened something he desperately wanted to keep asleep. He gently squeezed her hand. You may regret saying that. I won't. You don't know what you're promising. Then tell me. He looked toward the moon. His voice became almost a whisper. Not tonight. Weeks became months. Months became a year. Their love story spread across social media. People called them Lagos' perfect couple. 6 months later, Izia proposed. No cameras. No audience. Just the two of them on the same rooftop where they first met. Adaora said yes before he finished asking. Their wedding became one of the biggest society events of the year. Everyone celebrated. Everyone smiled. Everyone believed Adaora had finally found the man of her dreams. And perhaps she had. But dreams sometimes belong to another world. After the wedding, they moved into an even larger glass mansion overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Life became everything Adaora had imagined. Luxury vacations. Romantic dinners. Quiet mornings together. 2 beautiful children followed. A handsome little boy. Then a beautiful baby girl. Izia adored them. He never raised his voice. Never failed to provide. Never stopped loving Adaora. But there was one thing he never allowed. She could never meet his family. Whenever she asked, his smile faded. Another time, when she asked where he grew up, he changed the subject. When she asked about his parents, he became strangely quiet. Months turned into years. Adaora tried to ignore the questions growing inside her. Until one evening, she looked at him across the dinner table and quietly said, Izia, I think it's finally time. I want to meet your family. This time, he didn't refuse. He simply lowered his eyes. Then whispered, Tomorrow, I'll take you home. The next morning arrived with an unusual silence. No cheerful music. No playful conversation. No warm smile from Izia. He stood by the window, dressed in his usual black suit, staring at the rising sun. For the first time since Adaora had known him, he looked frightened. Are you ready? He asked quietly. Adaora smiled. I've been waiting for this day for years. He forced a smile. So have I. They left Lagos before sunrise. The children slept peacefully in the back seat. The luxury SUV sped along the expressway. As the city disappeared behind them, the roads became narrower. The skyscrapers gave way to forest. The smooth highways became dusty village roads. Adaora noticed Izia growing quieter with every mile. He no longer admired the scenery. He no longer reached for her hand. His eyes remained fixed on the road ahead. After hours of driving, they entered an old village hidden between ancient trees. The air felt strangely cold. Even though the sun was shining. The villagers stopped whatever they were doing and stared. Not at Adaora. Not at the expensive SUV. At Izia. Some looked shocked. Others looked afraid. An old man quickly looked away and hurried into his house. Adaora frowned. Why is everyone looking at us like that? Izia didn't answer. Instead, he slowed the car. Finally, he stopped. He pointed toward an old house standing alone at the edge of the village. Its roof had partly collapsed. The walls were cracked. Wild grass surrounded the compound. Adaora. His voice trembled. When you get there, take the children inside. She looked at the building. That house. Yes. What about you? He looked down. I have someone I need to greet first. She laughed nervously. After keeping your family secret for all these years, you're leaving me to meet them alone. He managed a weak smile. It will only take a few minutes. Something didn't feel right. But she trusted him. She always had. She drove slowly toward the house. The children giggled in the back seat. Mommy, is this Daddy's village? Yes, she replied softly. I think it is. She parked. Turned around. Easier. The passenger seat was empty. Her smile disappeared. She opened the door quickly. Easier. Nothing. No footsteps. No sound. Only the wind. Her heart began to race. She searched around the compound. No one. Not a single person. A strange fear settled deep inside her. Still, she gathered the children. Stay close to Mommy. They nodded. Together, they walked toward the abandoned house. The wooden door creaked open by itself. Adaora froze. A cold breeze rushed past her. Inside, dust covered every piece of furniture. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling. The room smelled of age and silence. It looked as though no one had entered for years. The children held her hands tightly. Mommy, I'm scared. So am I, she whispered. Then, her eyes landed on a dusty wooden shelf. Several old photographs stood there. She picked one up. Her fingers brushed away the dust. The frame slipped from her hand. It couldn't be. The man in the picture was easier. The same smile. The same eyes. The same black suit. Below the photograph were faded words. In loving memory of Izia Okafor. 1988 to 2010. Adaora's knees gave way. The photograph fell onto the floor. No. She whispered. No. 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 This had to be a mistake. Someone who looked like him. A relative. A brother. It couldn't be her husband. She ran outside carrying the photograph. An elderly woman was sweeping her compound nearby. Please. Adaora cried. Do you know this man? The woman looked at the photograph. The broom slipped from her hand. Her face turned pale. Easier. She slowly raised her eyes toward Adaora. Where did you get this? He's my husband. The old woman stumbled backward. Her lips trembled. My daughter. That's impossible. Adaora grabbed her shoulders. Tell me the truth. Tears filled the old woman's eyes. Isiel died 10 years ago. He was returning from the city when armed robbers attacked him. He never made it home. Adaora felt the world spinning. No. You're lying. I'm not. The whole village buried him. He has been dead ever since. Adaora's breathing became uneven. But I've lived with him. We've been married. We have 2 children. The old woman began crying. There were stories. She whispered. Stories that his spirit refused to live because he died with an unfulfilled promise. He kept saying there was someone he was still searching for. Adaora's tears poured freely. She remembered everything. His cold hands. His disappearing acts. His refusal to visit family. His fear whenever she asked about his past. His strange warning on the night they met. If you choose me, you must trust me completely. She finally understood. Every word. Every silence. Every secret. She turned and ran back toward the SUV. The children rushed into her arms. Mommy, where's Daddy? Adaora looked around desperately. Isiel. She screamed. Isiel. Only silence answered. Then, a gentle breeze brushed across her face. She looked up. For a brief moment, she saw him, standing beneath the giant tree, smiling. Not sad anymore. Peaceful. She ran toward him. Isiel. I don't care who you are. I love you. I still love you. His smile grew warmer. My beautiful Adaora. His voice floated with the wind. I'm sorry. I wanted one chance. Just one chance. To live the life that death stole from me. A tear rolled down his face. You gave me that chance. You gave me children. You gave my restless soul peace. Adaora reached for him. Her hand passed through light. No. Don't leave. I can't. He looked at the children. Take care of them. They are our greatest gift. Adaora sobbed. Will I ever see you again? Isiel smiled gently. When love is real, it never truly dies. The wind became stronger. Golden light surrounded him. Slowly, his figure began to disappear. I'll always be with you. Then, he was gone. Not into darkness. Into light. The strange heaviness that covered the village disappeared. Birds began singing. The cold air became warm. Even the old woman smiled through her tears. He is finally free, she whispered. Years later, Adaora never remarried. She raised their children with love. When they were old enough, she told them the truth. Not as a story of fear, but as a story of love. Because she had learned something extraordinary. Death may end a heartbeat, but it cannot always end love. And on certain quiet evenings, as the sun disappeared over the Lagos skyline, a cool breeze would gently touch Adaora's face. She would close her eyes, smile, and whisper, I know you're still watching over us. Somewhere beyond the world of the living, a peaceful soul smiled back. And this time, it finally rested.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment.